Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my weekly Asda shop that we just did. If you don't know who I am, my name is Abigail. I have two little ones. One of them is called Samuel, he's 3, and I've got a baby called Noah who's only just started eating. And these are the things that we bought for our weekly Asda shop for this week. I thought it might be helpful if I tell you what is on our meal plan for the week so you can kind of see and get an idea of where I'm using the different things. So I'll start off by sharing my meal plan with you. So the dinners that we have laid out for this week are spaghetti bolognese, chicken korma, bacon and mushroom pasta with a bit of parsley, courgette pie, which will probably include chicken as well, sweet potato chips and fish fingers, which are homemade, salmon and pea risotto with a bit of parsley, and I've also written down to make Samuel some extra sausage kind of pinwheels, which are going to be like an extra freezer stash for him to have when we're not having a meal. For example, on Wednesday night, we go out and do our children's club and we don't eat with him, we eat at a separate time. And so he's gonna have one of these sausage pinwheels. So those are the dinners that we're gonna have for this week. I do have a lot of the staples, that's why I have things like rice, I have pasta, I have some chicken in the freezer. So this is not a huge Asda shop. This whole shop came to around about £30. Because we did have a lot of things already. We had things like potatoes, sweet potatoes we already had. We have smoked salmon in the freezer. So I just kind of added supplementary things, and I'll just kind of go through them and share with you now what we bought. So here's an overview of everything we bought. I did of course forget to mention that we also have things for lunches as well. Again, some of which I already have in my cupboards. But we'll just go over here and we'll start off with there. We've got 24 eggs. Philip loves eggs and he eats a lot of eggs, and I also use it for cooking, and I also eat eggs, and Samuel also eats eggs, and so does Noah now. So we go through quite a lot of eggs, mostly for lunches and in cooking. Here we have fresh parsley, which is just to go on the side of a couple of our meals, on the side of the bacon and mushroom pasta that I'm making, and also on the side of the salmon and pea risotto. So I thought I would buy some. I don't always buy the fresh herbs if it asks for it in a recipe as just a side, but because two of the recipes ask for it, I thought I would might as well buy it, and Philip really likes parsley. So we have that. Then down here we have a bunch of mushroom. Philip went shopping, not obviously, but Philip went shopping while I was at toddler group this morning, and so he picked these up. There's way more here than I need, but we can always freeze some or whatever, or use it for something else. So this is for the bacon and mushroom pasta, just to put in the mushrooms for that. Then here we have garlic, which is just an extra store cupboard essential, which we put in our spaghetti bolognese and things like that. Then down here we have plain breadcrumbs. This is for the sausage pinwheels that I was talking about. This is just like a little thing to add in, and another store cupboard essential. We have the grated hard cheese. This is for in the salmon risotto, just kind of to serve, to make it a bit less super overpoweringly fishy. I feel like it just helps a little bit at the end. So we just have that as an added thing at the end for the salmon and pea risotto. We do have both the salmon and the pea and the risotto rice. So that's the only thing I really needed to buy for that. Over here we have bananas. We go through bananas like nothing else. I eat bananas, Samuel eats bananas, and then Noah eats a lot of mashed bananas for his breakfast as well. Here we just have a jar of bolognese pasta sauce. We already have bolognese and sauce in the freezer, kind of batch made. But yeah, we have the mince in the freezer, but this batch made with sauce already, but we add extra sauce because when it's coming out of the freezer, I feel like it loses its kind of sauciness. So we add some extra. At the back, 2 milks. We go through a lot of milk. Samuel drinks milk. We use it for cooking again. We go through a lot of milk, and it's full fat because I think it's better for little ones. Mayonnaise. This is just because Philip likes mayonnaise and eats mayonnaise. Here, this is for Samuel's lunches. I do have a bunch of videos on what Samuel eats for his nursery lunches, but that's one of the things that I like to add in because he just likes it. It is a bit more expensive to buy pre-packaged stuff, but that's one of the things that I make an exception for because it fits nicely into his lunch box, and it also, he just likes it, and it's a little additional thing. So that's for his lunches. This is for the courgette pie, which does not sound good, but the courgette pie is essentially a cheese sauce, and then you stick the courgette, like you grate the courgettes into it, so you can't really taste the courgettes. It's the way to get like sneaky vegetables in for your child if they don't like to eat vegetables. For example, Samuel will not eat courgettes like just cut up and made, but if I sneak it into a sauce, he will eat it. So for that courgette pie, it's just like a kind of courgette cheesy sauce, and then you chuck in like eggs or chicken or whatever you want, and then pastry over the top, and that's it. So that's really simple. Here we have a pack of chips. This will be for Wednesday night when Samuel is having his sausage pinwheel for dinner, and like chips he has with my mum as well because she comes to look after him. But we're going to have chips when we get home, and then we've also got some pork in the freezer to have on that night as well. So that's what we're going to have on one of the nights, which I actually forgot to mention at the start, I think, which we're going to have pork and chips. So that's one of our easy peasy meals. Then here we have white fish. I use this to make the fish fingers. It's going to go with the sweet potato chips one of the nights. So I just kind of defrost this, cut them up into little strips, and then I coat it in egg and flour and cornflakes, and it kind of makes it into like a fish finger situation, but slightly healthier for the kids. So that's for that. Up here we have a bunch of orange juice, which we just drink. Butter, again, just for bread. 2 carrots. One of these carrots is for the sausage pinwheels, which kind of sneaks a little bit of veg into Samuel again, because obviously not a lot of toddlers love to eat their veggies, so that sneaks some vegetables into his sausage pinwheels, which this is what I've got the pork mince for. A little bit of this pork mince is for his sausage pinwheels, and then also same with puff pastry. So the sausage pinwheels is just pastry with like mince and carrot and stuff, and then you like roll it up, and it's delicious. If your child likes pastry, I would highly recommend, and I'll maybe show that in another one of my videos. But there's kind of an overview of absolutely everything that we bought this week. We are trying to use up a lot of our freezer stash as well, because we do have quite a few things in the freezer. So we're trying to use that up and just adding extra things around the edge to kind of supplement that, because that's just kind of what we need to do. We need to freeze up our freezer stuff. We're really bad for buying stuff and sticking it in the freezer and then never using it, and then it kind of eventually goes off. We're quite bad for that. So we're trying our hardest to use all our meat and everything we have in the freezer and just supplementing it with the things that we need. And that's why our shop this week was pretty cheap. We don't always spend just £30 on our food. We often spend more, and we probably will get a couple of extra things in the week, but we're trying hardest to just do one shop a week, because we know that it saves them money that way. So yes, that's what we got this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see any other food related videos, then do let me know, and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye.